Good morning, everyone. Chào quý vị. Today I was planning on talking to you about an article I ran into from Inc. magazine, but apparently the slides weren't ready, so we talk about something else. Article was about critical thinking. Instead, talking about critical thinking, let's talk about mindfulness. Okay? Because recently, there's a lot of people, especially from the Chinese community, who are taking our beginners class in Chinese, of course, online. And some of them are from Europe. And European meditation is, as I've always claimed, is Hinayana meditation. So they teach about mindfulness meditation. What is mindfulness here? It's very important to make the distinction, to understand what this mindfulness meditation is about. When I first started learning about meditation 25 years ago, I read a lot of books about mindfulness meditation because it's tons of them in what used to be Borders bookstore. They're now defunct. And that's how long ago, folks. And so if you want to learn about meditation, it's always mindfulness meditation. There's so many authors out there. Monks, nuns, lay people, Tibetan, Vietnamese, you name it. Or shrinks. Professional therapists, psychologists, authors, disciples of the Tibetan people. And so in English, it's called mindfulness, but it's a very incorrect translation of what the Buddhist teaching is. And that's why when the people taught and learned about mindfulness meditation, I would say the overwhelming majority, like 80-90% of the people, learn the wrong way of mindfulness meditation. Because mindfulness meditation comes from Cheng Nien, Chánh Niệm in Vietnamese. Cheng Nien is in Chinese. So the proper translation should be proper mindfulness. Chen is proper, Nien is mindful. Okay? As a result of the poor translation, and it's deliberate, I'm pretty sure, because of that incorrect translation, these teachers can teach you the wrong things. So I read so many books that taught me how to do mindfulness meditation because that's the only books available. When I wanted to learn about Mahayana meditation, no one knew, including my master's disciples. They taught me a bunch of things, but it's hardly Mahayana meditation training. I assure you, the way I train you, the way we train you. But anyway, so this mindfulness meditation here, I read books on big authors. I don't know, what are the American authors that's famous who claim to research it from the Dalai Lama and from all those people. And what is it? Thurman, maybe? Is there a Thurman name? Somehow that name comes to mind. Robert Thurman? All you have to do is look up the mindfulness meditation authors, and you'll find a bunch of them are very, very famous, and they all teach about mindfulness meditation. And these, I'm sorry, but these lay people, teachers, are basically wrong. It is the wrong mindfulness meditation. So mindfulness meditation should be the proper name should be proper. The appropriate name should be proper mindfulness meditation, not mindfulness. And because of that translation, people teach you about mindfulness meditation as, what is it? Anyone remembers? Smelling a rose is mindfulness meditation. Yes? Watching a sunset is mindfulness meditation. Yes? Rings a bell? I read books on that. An entire book is devoted to watching how to watch the sunset or the sunrise. Okay? What else? That's mindfulness meditation. Huh? Washing dishes? Wow, I didn't know that. Cool, you learn new things every week. I love it. Washing dishes, thank you very much. One at a time. Okay, what else? Real famous. Come on. You can go to realms of even nuns who teach mindfulness meditation. Huh? Follow the breath. Okay? Follow the breath counting. Yes? Walking meditation. What else? I'm running out of fingers, Joseph. What else do we do? Eating. What about eating? Very good. You chew.
Slowly.
You count 25 times. Yes? What else? Okay, that's 7. Okay, I have 3 more. When my fingers, when I reach 10, I stop. That's always my limit.
Listening.
How about hugging trees? Huh? Anyone remember hugging trees? Absolutely, yes? And what else?
Washing vegetables.
Oh my God, it's so creative. What about? Smiling! They call it mindfulness meditation. Yes, they're all mindfulness meditation, but what kind of mindfulness meditation? Why aren't they called proper mindfulness meditation? Because they are improper mindfulness meditation. These methods of practices as taught out there, particular is taught in Germany, that's taught in Europe. Okay, and they call it mindfulness meditation. It's all improper mindfulness meditation. Why? Mindfulness, by its name, is to remember, yes? What your mind is thinking of. What your mind remembers. What your mind is thinking of. That's mindfulness. Okay? Proper mindfulness is what your mind should be thinking about. If your mind, when you meditate, and your mind thinks about the improper things, what's going to happen? What happens when your mind has improper thoughts? When your mind is applied improperly, what happens? This, yes. Internet question?
Yellow, it's a false thought.
When the mind thinks about the improper things, that's called a false thought. That's correct. Okay? What else? Why is it so damaging? Why is it so undesirable to have improper thoughts? Why? This is what teachers don't talk to you about. They're too happy to collect your money, too happy to get your adoration, too happy to see you again every week after week after week after week. I'd rather tell you the right thing you don't like and you never come back, but at least you're bothered by it, and eventually someday you'll get it. Some lifetimes you'll get it. What's wrong with having improper thoughts? What's wrong with having improper mindfulness? It's so critical. Yes?
You're creating offenses.
You're creating offenses, but most damaging is you are creating attachments. Meditation. The meditation process is supposed to help you let go of attachments, not create more attachments. I don't care what you call it, Hinayana, Mahayana, whatever, Nada, Yana, okay? Whatever jhana meditation you're practicing should be helping you let go of attachments, not shackle you up, not bind you up in attachments. Can you see that? So if you go and watch the sunset, the sunrise, how are you letting go of attachments? Very, very, very few. Very, very slowly. You're only creating attachments more than letting go of attachments. Okay? If you chew 25 times before you can swallow, how is it helping you letting go of attachments? I don't know about you, but I get more impatient. Okay? Yeah. I want to eat more to make up for my having to take so long to chew. Okay? So you can go to all these different methodologies and see that these methods are creating attachments, are designed to create attachments. That's why these people, that's why you find it very difficult to make progress. You progress in meditation because the process, the methodology helps you let go of your attachments, not create more. So all these, especially, watch out for these lay people teachers. They learn from Dalai Lama, learn from the Lamas, learn it from Master Hsuan, learn from all these people. I don't care where you learn it from, but these people, they tend to teach you things that are improper mindfulness meditation. That's why I would classify them as. okay, including breath counting. Because my definition in proper mindfulness meditation is that as long as your meditation technique creates attachments, it's called improper mindfulness meditation. Originally, when the Buddha taught breath counting, it's beautiful because the process, the method of counting your breath helps you increase your concentration, improve your focus, makes your mind less scattered. Okay? Only as a starting point. But it's not meant for you only to keep on counting your breath. How does counting your breath let go of your attachments? Please tell me. Why not counting sheeps? You fall asleep better. So the Buddha taught in the Satipatthana something sutra in Pali. I read it a few times because I was very intrigued by that. If the Buddha taught meditation, that must be something else. And he talked about mindfulness meditation by breath counting, okay? By being aware of your breathing, by your breath, okay? And the teachers translated that as breath counting and so forth. That works, okay? But in the context of a broader framework of mindfulness meditation, proper mindfulness meditation, not simply by breath counting alone. Is it clear? If you only come to the meditation classes to learn about counting the breath, it's called improper mindfulness meditation. If you go to a place where they teach you counting breath and then other stuff, okay, that's proper. Then it's called proper mindfulness meditation. That's why when I first started teaching meditation 15 years ago, I refused. I let go of teaching breath counting. I would mention it briefly. Because I know as soon as I teach you breath counting, you say, oh, I know already. You know different what I learned. And therefore, your mindset is on improper mindfulness, improper breath counting. That's why I refused. I basically gave up. I wouldn't teach you breath counting until after you understand meditation. Preferably. Okay? And now, my students, I don't think they're teaching mindfulness breath counting either. Are you? You better not. Because that's what the people are the mindset on breath counting is mindfulness meditation. It isn't. Because the mind set is improper when they do breath counting. You see that, how damaging it is? That's why I gave up personally. I don't teach breath counting. Okay? Besides, breath counting to me is too slow. Okay? There's many more powerful methods in meditation that will bring you much faster, bigger results than breath counting. That's why it's not a big loss for us. So what is proper mindfulness? Okay. Proper mindfulness is what you find in those Thai people who train their students in their lineages of the forest tradition. They go to the forest and they meditate in the forest. Okay, and they are not simply doing breath counting. Okay, they are doing proper mindfulness meditation. Okay, and whatever. Sometimes breath counting, sometimes they call it vipassana, whatever they want to call it. It's all categorized, classified. I would classify them as proper mindfulness meditation. These are pros. That's why their students make progress. That's why their students have the proper foundation. Okay. So how can you tell that the meditation method you're learning is proper? Anyone? The non-Buddhists teach meditation too. Okay, and you notice the key word is that when the non-Buddhists, when they teach meditation, what are they doing? Their meditation creates attachments. Yes? They, for example, the Catholics, they're mindful of Jesus. Attachment to Jesus. Mindful of God. Attachment to God. Mindful of Allah. Mindful of Vishnu. Okay? Mindful of their gods and goddesses. That's attachments. Okay? That creates attachments. Attachments are dangerous because they keep you in a wheel reincarnation. Okay? Yeah, he's drooling too, like everyone else when he sleeps. That's cute. We have a boy here, you're not here, and in the Buddha hall, he's sleeping while we slept while we were meditating, of course. And 3 years old, and so he just got up, and he slept for an hour and a half in the Buddha hall, and he got up, and first thing he did is sleep like this. So like all of us, we drool like crazy. All right. So the Hinayana meditation, teaching the mindfulness meditation called proper, should be, again, in the future, we should call it proper mindfulness meditation. Don't simply call it mindfulness meditation. That's baloney. If you call it mindfulness meditation, it's improper meditation technique. Okay? I advise you, especially you people in Europe, okay, go and learn from the monks and nuns at least. You have a better chance of learning the proper mindfulness meditation. If you learn from lay people, I guarantee you, it's improper mindfulness meditation. Okay, it's not going to help your cause. Even when you go and learn from the monks and nuns, many of them are teaching improper mindfulness meditation because of popular demand. If you tell people the wrong things, they don't come to class anymore. Okay, that's all they're afraid of. That's what I saw when I first started learning about meditation. All these experienced monks and nuns, okay, and they all talked about hugging trees and smiling and all that crap because it was real popular back then, and that's what people wanted to hear. Okay, they don't want to hear about what this talk here. Every time, every week, we talk to you so that we give you the proper mindset when you meditate. If we talk to you and give you the improper mindset, then it's called improper mindfulness meditation. Mahayana is also proper mindfulness meditation, but we go way beyond proper mindfulness meditation. That's why we don't even call it mindfulness. We're so advanced that it's built in already. There's no need to talk about mindfulness anymore for us. Okay? So, when we teach you Mahayana meditation, the way I talk to you here is Mahayana meditation, Chan meditation. Yeah. Mindfulness is built in already. If you follow the method, if you subscribe to what we teach you in these Dharma talks, then automatically proper mindfulness meditation is built in the process. That's why we don't talk about it. It's too tiny of a portion of Chan meditation that it cannot take center stage at all, like the Hinayana. Okay? That's how vast our meditation is. That's why most of the meditation Mahayana, the Chan teachers, don't know how to teach it nowadays anymore. That includes my colleagues. It's too vast. They have no idea how to manage its vastness for your sake. If it's so vast, it's so diverse, if you focus on one thing alone, let's say like Hoa Tou, okay, then you're missing out on the rest of Chan meditation. You focus on like the Chinese and the Koreans, they focus on the Gungan, the Hoa Tou, or some Japanese, they're very proud, the Gungan, okay, Gungan. You're missing out on the whole of Chan meditation. All right? So what is when you go and learn meditation, is this talk here is critical. You don't come to class. Okay, I've been watching this for 15 years already. People come, especially in our area, many Vietnamese come. And they love to sit with us for an hour because it's a lot more peaceful and they feel better. As soon as we're done sitting, they stand up, walk away. That's what they're conditioned to. You go to class in New York, you pay $40 for half an hour, 45 minutes. You sit there, okay, in a nice place, very small areas, you ask me, but that's New York. They won't have a place as big as ours, okay? And after you're done, most of them just stand up. They don't have Dharma talks for you at all. That's improper mindfulness meditation, mind you. Even here, you come here and you sit, you meditate, and you walk away, it's improper mindfulness meditation. Okay? And then there's some temples, I met quite a few of them, who teach you and then they do Dharma talks like the famous Thich Nhat Hanh and Dalai Lama. They give you Dharma talk, right? Okay. Now, the Dharma talks you're listening to, okay, has to be proper Dharma talks, because through those proper Dharma talks, you are practicing proper mindfulness meditation. Is that clear? Because if the Dharma talk is about, let's see, what's popular nowadays? Success. That's improper mindfulness. If you meditate, you're mindful of your success in life, how to be successful. That's improper. What else is improper? The hand should be all up right now. Okay? There should be so many hands because I know you have so many things. Yes, Green.
Focus on relaxation.
Relaxation. Yes, you relax the top and the forehead and the eyes. I've tried that myself. Yes, relaxation. Okay? that's not going to help you. Okay. Yes, green.
Happiness.
Happiness, thank you. That should be the first thing that people want to hear. Talk about how to be happiness. And what else, when you talk about happiness, what is happiness? Joseph, you know what happiness for people is? How do you do that? No? That's part of being straight, my boy. Love, yes? Happiness, love, success, happiness, love. Getting what you want. Pleasures, yes? Good life. What else?
I think
Green.
I hear often people talking about abundance.
I'm sorry, about what?
They use the word abundance.
Abundance,
Yeah, like
prosperity. Okay, you deserve to be successful. Yes? All those things. Internet.
Feeling good.
Feeling good. Absolutely. You see how good it feels after you meditate. See how wonderful it feels. Yes?
New car.
New car. Yes, absolutely. That's Nishiran. Okay, they go and they say, number somewhere in Chinese it says basically Nam Mo Lotus Sutra, Venerable Lotus Sutra. That's how they get red cars and houses and jobs and love. Absolutely. Happiness. Okay? All those are improper mindfulness. Is it clear? No two ways about it. The true Hinayana Buddhist meditation, okay, you practice it, you will reduce attachments. These people who teach you those things, I don't care. So that's why typically lay people teach you the wrong things, okay, because they're selling themselves. And the monks and nuns who teach the improper thing because they need your donations. Okay? They're afraid of being poor, of not being able to make the mortgage payments and you pay the iPhone and the wire the plans, iPhone plans, wireless plans and so forth, and utilities and so forth. Okay, that's why they have to talk to you about things that you like to hear. Okay, the traditional proper mindfulness teachings are: number one, Joseph. Suffering. This life is suffering. Because Joseph doesn't know. That's why I asked him. When you get to be older, Joseph, okay, your body will be very sick, okay, and it doesn't listen to you anymore, and your children don't listen to you anymore. No one cares for you anymore. You're so lonely, okay, and you're so near the inevitable death that it's a very, very unhappy situation. It's a lot of suffering. When you're younger, at like your age, parents don't understand you at all. Your mother oppresses you, forces you to do things you don't like, makes you wash cars, vans, and tries to convince you should like it. It's good for you to go wash a car. Someone else's car, so you can't even drive. That's suffering, don't you think? Huh? And you can't do the things you want to do. That's suffering. So when you're young, you're suffering. You're old, you're suffering. In the middle is even more suffering, my boy. Okay? Because it's called the human condition, folks. You like it or not, this body is the condition for you to endure your suffering. Is that clear? You can run away as far as you want. You still run away with your body. Okay? You say, I don't want to hear you talk about suffering anymore. I'm going to go to Europe where no one talks about suffering. They only talk about success and how much joy, the joie de vivre. Okay? The joy of life. Joy of being alive. Okay? La joie de vivre. Okay? That's a very famous symphony as well, the joie de vivre. I think it's Bach or Beethoven or something, I forgot. Okay, so you can ignore it, you can deny it, okay, all you want, but you still have this body, who gets sick, who gets attacked by the virus if you're not careful. It's a scary thing. Okay, now. This day and age, per day in the U.S., we are getting 50,000 plus people who are more every day who are infected. And many of those will die. Okay? Whether you like it or not. It's very, very scary. It's called suffering. Okay? And I have another girl here who likes McDonald's. But Daddy says, no, I can't afford McDonald's anymore for a while. Not until the economy gets better. So every day she's forced to eat non-McDonald's food. That is, eating is suffering. Yes? You see that? It's so much suffering in life. Rich people are suffering. I talked this morning with someone. Family is very rich. Okay? They own properties left and right. And they are suffering big time. That's the only time they call me, is when they are suffering. And suffering does not spare rich people. Poor people like us, we suffer every day as well. Okay? It's not funny to be poor. Okay? You yearn for nice cars. You yearn for good food. Okay? You're jealous of other people who have more money than you. That's suffering. Yes? And when Joseph gets a little bit older, he'll suffer more. Yes? Why? Because he yearns for Joseph. No one loves me. See, that's something that the drooling boy doesn't know yet. Right now, he's only worried about having fun and eating. As he gets older, he discovers more suffering. Yes? You notice, as you get older, you get more suffering. Isn't it funny that I remember in my college days, I have no worries, right? I just went to school, enjoyed myself, studied hard, worked hard, and then went and played. Life is worry-free. And then when I graduated, I realized, geez, what am I going to do now? I have nothing else to do. Now I have to find a job. You find a job, first time in my life, I have someone telling me what to do. Okay? If not, I get fired. I got fired very quickly. Because the budget cuts. And on and on and on. I look back at my life now, I get older now. Okay? I look back at my life, every phase of my life, full suffering. Like it or not, it's suffering. Okay? Yes, internet.
Master, what if friends are only interested in Thak Nyak Han and no one else?
What?
What if friends are only interested in Thak Nyak Han and no
Friends
one
or
else?
fans?
Friends.
Friends? They're friends?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Okay? I'm jealous. That's why you ask me. I don't dare tell you the reasons, because whatever I tell you, people will say, see, he's jealous of all the success. So I'm very glad he's successful. It's a good thing. But it's not something I would teach my students. Okay? Yeah. Just because people like you, but just because you're popular doesn't mean that you're teaching the right things. Okay? Anyway, it turns out my boss, my master, is an enlightened teacher, a great bodhisattva, extremely high level. Okay? And he has fewer disciples, fewer followers than Thích Nhất Hạnh or Dalai Lama, all those people. Okay? Why is that? Because these people that follow him have Mahayana blessings. They would not, they would not be impressed by Thích Nhất Hạnh and all these other teachers I mentioned. You know, the lay people or Tibetans, whatever, they're not impressed. I was impressed by my master's disciples, myself. His monk disciples never impressed me. None of them impressed me. I said I would investigate and practice what my Master YongHua taught, but these people who taught meditation, that's not high level enough. Okay? Personally, that's what happened to me. Still is today the case. Okay? So they like it because they prefer to be attached. You need to have a lot of blessings to be able to learn something that will free you from your attachments, will bring you to much better places for you. Okay? So our Dharma is never meant to be popular. It's to serve the blessed, the wise, the good roots, people with good roots. It's not meant for everyone. All right? Never mind about Thích Nhất Hạnh. What about the Catholics? What about God? What about Jesus? They have many more followers. They're much more popular than Thích Nhất Hạnh and Dalai Lama combined. Okay? Because they're serving their own people. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? Many of them, a good handful of them, will go to the heavens themselves eventually. Okay? That's what they want. Nothing wrong with that. We're honest, we tell you, we don't want to teach you those things. We want to teach you things that will bring you to better places. We believe there will be far better places, as verified by those people who made it. Okay? I'm very scientific. I'm very fact-oriented. I believe my master's teaching because I saw what? His disciples. They may be low, but they're much better places than the others. I could not tell where my master was. Okay? All I could tell is that his disciples is better than the others. Much better. So I said, these disciples are better than all the other famous teachers. That's the difference in levels. Okay? So, I'm not going to follow this guy. I'm going to follow their teachers. I'm going to practice their teachers' teachings. not these people's teachings. So, proper mindfulness brings you the proper perspectives during these Dharma talks, so that when you meditate, okay, you're able to let go of your attachments. Because, for example, if I sit here and talk to you about love, Joseph will come back every single week. I will teach Joseph about love, about straight love versus non-straight love. Okay? And how to find love at his age. And then as he gets a little bit more experience, how to find love at a more mature age, and so forth. How to nurture love, how to grow love, that kind of love. Yes, I can teach you a lot of things. I assure you. Okay? If I do that, you have to pay. Because I teach you the things you want to hear, so you have to pay. When I teach you things you don't want to hear, that's when you don't have to pay. Okay? So I teach you about suffering, and you don't want to hear about it. Okay? He said, Master is too makes you depressed. He keeps on talking about suffering. I suffer enough already. On the weekend, I come to the temple. Can I hear about something else? No, you hear about something else, you suffer the rest of your life. If you hear about suffering, the way I explain it to you, and you meditate on that, you will end your suffering. It's your choice. So many people who don't have enough blessings, they love to continue the suffering. The people like you who have more blessings, you keep on coming back because you want to eventually learn how to end all your suffering. That's our purpose. That's proper mindfulness meditation. Questions? Few more things, few more criteria that helps you determine its proper mindfulness meditation versus improper mindfulness meditation. We don't talk about success. Success comes naturally if you have blessings, if you have wisdom. There's no need to talk about success. All you have to do is generate more blessings and more, increase your wisdom. You'll be successful. Okay? That's why we don't talk about success. There's no need. It's built in. Just like we don't talk about mindfulness because it's built in already. But for you, since you, especially you in Europe, who are learning meditation from these various teachers all over Europe, they talk about, you give you these Dharma talks, whether it's Vipassana, whatever they call it, okay? You can recognize proper mindfulness by, number one, they don't promote good feelings and love and success, those things. They explain to you about your reality, which is suffering. Your body is sick, whether you like it or not. As you get older, it becomes more obvious your body is sick. You want to see sickness? My body is full of poisons right now. My skin has so many red stuff because my body is sick. I'm healing it through meditation. If you deny your body, you deny you're sick, tough luck. The sickness stays with you. Okay, so suffering. I only have a few more minutes. They talked about the proper mindfulness is that, as you meditate, you find out, one day you say, oh my God, there's so much suffering. That's proper mindfulness. Yes? Number 2, don't be so attached to this body. This body is the proper term is impure, 不净, not clean. Why so attached to it? You have to clean it every day, otherwise you can't stand yourself. Yes? I used to take a shower every day, otherwise I go crazy. After I shaved my head, I couldn't shower every day anymore. It drove me nuts for a while. Okay? The body is impure. There's no need to revere your body. Yeah? To treat your body like a temple. Please. Okay? Yeah. It secretes impurities 24 hours a day, like it or not. The boy, even when he's sleeping, he's drooling. Huh? Good thing he doesn't know it yet, because he doesn't know what awaits him when he gets older and wiser. So much suffering. He's suffering already, drooling like crazy, and he has to go like this. Smells bad. Yes? Okay, what else? What else is the truth about us that you will discover yourself? What are the truths? Your good feelings are actually suffering. Yes? You eat something nice. You like it? Yes, it feels good. What happens? I don't know about you, but at lunch at my temple, people give me a lot of food every time. They come to my temple and they cook just for us, cook for me. Okay? And since I don't eat unless everyone else eats the same thing, they cook a lot, have to cook a lot. Okay? They don't simply go and give me one thing. If they give me only one thing, one dish for me, I will cut it into 10 pieces, because as many of us there are. Okay? And we all share. Okay? So cook a lot, and my bowl is always full in a packet. Press down the noodles, the udon, and the rice, the packet. Okay? And so every day it's suffering for me, especially when these people come and give me so much food, because then I have to do things to shed those extra pounds. That's suffering for me. I don't have time for that. I'm so busy. People call me early in the morning to talk about their suffering. It's not only my own suffering, I have to suffer with them as well. Otherwise, they wouldn't call me anymore. Just like Mary Jo here. When people come to her office, they're dumping their suffering on her, so she has to suffer. She doesn't suffer, they'll never come back. Yes? That's the truth of that profession. You have to suffer with them. Same thing. I have to pretend I'm suffering with them as well. Unlike you, I don't pay, so I just only have to pretend. I don't need to suffer, really. Okay? So, good feelings, going back to that. Good food, that you feel so good, that Wagyu steak. Oh, I used to love steak. Oh my God. In my younger days, I ate steak and drank beer, imported beers. They didn't have those local beers, local breweries nowadays, Ginny. Nowadays, you can go anywhere and have local breweries with 1,000 different flavors of beer. Back then, I had to be imported beers, and and these steaks things, I could eat them, and loosen my belt. I would gain no weight at all. It didn't matter. Okay? Nowadays, I eat more than a normal ration. Oh boy, it shows. It shows here, and it shows here in particular. I remember someone coming to my temple and look at me and said, "Is that a pot belly or is it just a lot of clothing underneath?" I was so sad. Couldn't tell her the truth. So, the good feelings, the love feelings, people who are in love, okay, also suffer because they long for that feeling. Yes? They're addicted to that feeling. So that they crave for it day and night. And when they don't get it, they're so miserable. If they still can get it, then they crave for it. That is suffering. Yes? Craving for it. I wish I could do it 24 hours a day. Why do I have to go to work? Why can't we just feel good all day? We can't. So we crave for it. And then someday, the loved one find a better love, someone else. You don't feel like living anymore. I speak from experience. That's how I became a monk, you see, one of the reasons. Anyway, see, so good feelings actually are suffering. You look at the big picture, it's suffering. And yet people crave for good feelings. And finally, the proper mindfulness is to realize that your thoughts are temporary. Okay? The thoughts, even the craving that Helen has for McDonald's is temporary. It will go away by itself. The craving for love is temporary. It will go away by itself. The thoughts arise and die by themselves. Okay? They're all temporary. All your thoughts are temporary. Your fears are temporary. That's proper mindfulness. So when you learn about meditation out there in Europe, out there in the US, out there in the world, you want to learn proper mindfulness meditation. These Dharma talks are designed to tell you about your reality. We are suffering. Our bodies are impure. Our feelings are suffering. And our minds, our thoughts are temporary by nature. That's all they are. That's called proper mindfulness meditation. Thank you. Sayonara.